Just scroll on by if you're easily offended. This is a story that I hesitated to tell, and you will not hear it on True Crime, one of your true crime shows, because it happened in the very rural South. I got an uncle that was the first one in his family to go to college. He wasn't the brightest fellow around, but he was sharp enough to get into college. He'd never been anywhere, done anything, never even had so much as a girlfriend. Well, he was in on summer break, and his dad grew strawberries, so he'd go around selling strawberries door to door, make a little extra money and help pay tuition and stuff like that. He'd always done it since he was a little kid. And there was a lady in this small town, I'm not going to mention the town's name, and she was not a bad lady. I don't think she was a bad lady, but she was what the townsfolk would have said is not a regular churchgoer, if you know what I mean. She kind of had a penchant for the college fellas, younger fellas. And anyway, my uncle, he's selling his strawberries, and he goes up to her porch and he knocks on her door. And again, she is not a bad lady. I want you to keep that in mind. And she answered the door, and she was wearing nothing but a bathrobe. I guess she'd just gotten out of the shower. And my uncle, like I say, he'd never had a girlfriend or anything. And he was kind of stunned and a little bit embarrassed, to be honest, at least to hear him tell it. Well, she asked him what he was doing, and he told her, I'm selling strawberries, help pay for tuition. And she asked him how much they were, and he told her the $3 a quart. Well, she slid that bathrobe off one of her shoulders, trying to seduce him. That's what she was doing. And she asked him again how much they were, and he told her. And about that time, she dropped the bathrobe off, and she was standing in front of him completely naked. Well, my uncle had never even seen a naked woman, Well, before anything else could happen, she grabbed him by the arm, and she said, "Quick, I hear somebody coming," and she pulled him inside the house and shut the door. Well, he was nervous and embarrassed and everything else, and before he could say anything, she said, "I want you to look me up and down and tell me what is the most sensitive part of my body." Well, he was pretty flushed, but he looked at her, and he said she was a gorgeous woman. And he told her, he said, "I'd have to say that that's your ears, ma'am." And she said, "How can you look at me and tell me that my ears are the most sensitive part of my body?" He said, "Well, when you said you heard somebody coming,